Hello everyone, this is Robin from Designhill and your host for the day. I hope you and your family are keeping well and safe. I would like to welcome you for this workshop with Sharifa where we are going to discuss about Fox calligraphy and how to develop your lettering style. Today's event is brought to you by Print Shop by Designhill. Print Shop by Designhill is a creative print-on-demand marketplace where you can discover and buy 50 plus unique products, gifts, and artwork created by artists around the world. So, moving ahead, let me introduce our speaker for today. We have with us Sharifa Sheikh. So Sharifa has been hooked to lettering since school days. She started her Instagram page to show her love for lettering to all. Her tutorials got a lot of appreciation and people loved it. She has taught more than 500 students around the world. She also has worked with lots of amazing brands across the globe. She was awarded with Artist of the Month of July for Manuscript UK, which is a well-known stationery brand of UK. She is also a brand ambassador for Tangy app, which is a short video sharing app which focuses on creative art videos. So, Sharifa, can you please say a quick hi for the audience?
Hi everyone, this is Sharifa, your instructor for today's workshop, and I hope you all will learn a lot from today's workshop and about lettering. And I'm so excited to teach you all.
Thank you so much, Sharifa, for taking out time from your schedule and joining us today for this workshop. Great. So before we start the session, here is a big announcement. We are giving away certificates to the attendees who would stick till the end of the workshop. You just can't miss on this chance. So stay tuned till the end. Also, you can take a screenshot of this event and post it on your Insta story and tag Design Hill and Typography Designers Club on Instagram and Sharifa. So we'll be like putting up the link of the Sharifa on the chat section here. Also, I would like to tell you that one lucky winner will have a chance to win a print shop gift card worth $50. Along with that, as a gesture of appreciation that you can join us for this event, we will be sharing some special offers for you. Keep an eye on our chat section to get the same. All right. So before we start the session, let's quickly look at what Print Shop by Design Hill is all about. All right. So that was all about Print Shop. As I already told you, like one lucky winner will have a chance to win a PS gift card worth $50. So stay tuned and keep an eye on chat section. So we'll be starting the workshop now. Over to you, Sharifa. We can go ahead.
Okay, all right. Hello everyone. So I hope you all are ready with your materials. If not, the materials required for today's session is very simple, and I hope everyone will have it at your home. So the first thing we need is a normal notebook. Any notebook you all can use, whether you have a line notebook or a plain notebook or plain papers, anything will work for today's workshop. All right. Second thing we need is any kind of sketch pen, like I'm showing you. Fine liners will do, gel pens will do, micron pens will do, or a pencil can also do. So I think all these materials are easily available at everyone's house. Okay. So this is what we need for today's workshop. Any of the following will do. You can even use a brush pen if you have it. Okay. So I will be using all of them to demonstrate today how we can do fog calligraphy. All right. So let's start. Before we start with fog calligraphy and what it is about, let's talk a bit about why we need to do fog calligraphy. Okay. So as a beginner, I can understand how difficult it will be to control brush pens and to, get that thick and thin stroke and to understand the shape of the letters. Okay. So fog calligraphy can play a very important role in making you get more confident in your lettering, first of all, in understanding the upstroke, downstroke, getting used to everything. Okay, so you don't have to worry about controlling your brush pens and everything. All you have to do is you have to work with your pen and you have to understand the shade, understand where it is thick, where it is thin, and it gets much easier when you're doing it with something that you can control easily, which is a pencil, pen, etc. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing that we'll do is the basic strokes. Okay, every letter forms, every calligraphy form starts with the basic stroke. We never start with the alphabets. Okay, so let's start. I'll be using a fine liner for this one. Now, very important universal rule that I would like to show is that you can pin my screen with the paper shown so that they can see easily. So the first thing is understanding the thick and the thin, the universal rule that plays a very important role in lettering. That is, whatever goes up is your thin stroke, whatever comes down is your thick stroke. Okay, so this is something very important. Now, this is the universal rule. I want everyone, if you are doing with me, that will be quite amazing because you all can learn a lot if you're doing along with me. So lettering has one universal rule, which is everything that goes up strokes, which I'm talking about, will be your thin strokes. Everything that comes down will be your thick stroke. But now you will be wondering that this is not thick, right? This everything looks the same. So let me just explain to you all how brush pens work, how brush calligraphy work. So in brush calligraphy, you can get thick and thin easily with just the brush pen. Okay, that same thing is difficult to get with a normal pen because normal pen is not flexible as our brush pen, correct? So how to get this particular effect in our normal pen? So that is what fog calligraphy is all about. So we learned about our upstroke. Okay, upstroke is nothing but everything that goes up is your upstroke. Every line that goes up in lettering is your upstroke. So when we write a word after the you'll understand what I mean. Okay, so everything that goes up is thin. Okay, and now we're talking about downstroke. So everything that goes down is a downstroke. But the thing over here is we cannot create thick stroke by just pressing down because this is not flexible, as I said. So you have to imitate the effect of this over here. How will we do that? Is we need to apply weight to that line. After applying weight, we have to color inside it, making sure that it imitates and it looks like the thick strokes that we are talking about. Okay, so this is nothing but our downstrokes. Downstrokes are what? Everything that goes down, as I told you all, is your thick strokes. Everything that goes up is nothing but your thin stroke. All right? All right. So I hope you all are doing with me. Everything that goes up is thin, everything that goes down is thick. Now, this is something that you all need to build up in your muscle memory. Okay, this is something that you all need to build up in your muscle memory when you're doing lettering because it is used everywhere. Up is thin, down is thick. So how will you get it is by practicing this a lot. And you can even say it or you can even mark arrows like this while doing it. All right. So we are done with the two important ones. Now let's move on to the next one, which is our overturns and our underturns. Okay. So for our overturns and underturns, overturn, let's talk about our overturn. And I'll use a different pen. So I'll be using different pens all through the session so you all can understand that whatever pens you are using, you can do it easily with it. So I'm using a pencil for now. I'm using it for the overturn. Now, what is an overturn? Overturn is something that goes up, makes a curve, and comes down. Okay, so you know that a U shape is like this. U, it's like an inverted U shape. Overturn is nothing but an inverted U shape. Okay, now you all will be wondering what is thick and thin in this. So as we have discussed in the previous session, like the up is thin, down is thick. The same rule applies here. Okay, now you will be making arrows if you find difficult remembering it. Okay, now as I said, whatever comes down is your thick part. Okay, so can you all see this part is coming down? Okay, so what will I do is I'll just make a thick line here and I'll cover it with a applying color inside. So this becomes my overturn. Now let me make an overturn with the brush pen so you all can easily understand how it works. Overturn with the brush pen is like this. Can you see? Now the same thing I have imitated with a pen. That's all for calligraphy is about. You'll have to go up, make a turn, come down. Okay, and then here. Okay, what are the things to avoid in it? Let's discuss that. Okay, so what do people do mostly? The mistakes that people make is they either make it like this or they make it like this. Okay, can you see these two are wrong way of doing your overturn? Now I'll show you why these two are the wrong way of doing overturn. Like if I make a line over here, if I make a line over here, you can see there's an intersection happening here, right? This should not happen. Your strokes should be parallel to each other, like this. Can you see this one, which is a perfect overturn over here? This should not happen in your overturn. That is too narrow top or too narrow bottom. Okay, both should be in the same line. Okay, so how will you make sure that this happens? How will you make sure that both of your lines are parallel? Okay, so you'll go up. You need to extend this portion a bit. Okay, you all don't have to just come up and come and go down very quickly. If you do that, then you can see that easily you form something like that, which will result in a wrong overturn. Okay, so you have to go up, smoothly extend, and then come down. This will result in the perfect overturn. And what then you have to do is you have to then apply shade. Now, how to not apply shade? Let me talk about that. Okay, now what people might do is they will just make a line parallel to each other, which is wrong. Okay, there is something known as transition in a lettering. Can you all see in here how my lettering has gone from thin to thick and how smooth the transition is? It's not looking like very abrupt, right? So how will I make sure that happens with a pen or a pencil? All right. So you'll have to make sure that when you're making the overturn, it goes up, extends, come down. Let me do it again. Goes up, extend, come down. Okay. So you have to not make a parallel line, but instead of that, you'll have to make a line, overlap it, and then down like this. So what happens when you overlap? You get an idea that how you have to go. Okay. And then you go from thin and start making it thick, thick, and thick. Okay. Let me show it here again. So you go up, extend, come down, again overlap on the top, come down, and then completed over here. This is the one I've shown now, and I'll color inside, making it the perfect overturn that we're talking about. Okay. Okay, the tip size someone is asking me, it can be any size. You can do for calligraphy with any sketch pen, but if you use something little like a fine line or something like that, it will work very well on that. Okay. So this question was asked, so you can use something very like pencil or anything like that will work fine. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. Now let's go on to the next one. The next one that you're talking about is underturn. Okay, underturn. Now, Now, similarly, as we did the overturn, underturn is like a U shape. Okay, let me use a different pen now. So I will use a black gel pen. Okay, so I'm using a black gel pen and go like this. Okay, so it's like a U shape. Now again, make your arrow, understand your down and up stroke. Again, as we discussed here, everything that goes down is your thick stroke. Okay, so now which part over here is going down? By the arrow, we can easily find out this is the part, right? So now what will I do? Again, this next step is to apply shade to that area. So we will be applying that. Again, when you come down, overlap your strokes and don't just end it abruptly, because what we need is a smooth transition. Okay, applying shade all over it. Okay, so when you're applying this color inside, be very patient. Okay, and complete it. You can do only one, and then maybe later on you can do the entire one. Okay. So this is the undertone that we're talking. Again, the thing to avoid is you are not supposed to do it like this, too narrow bottom, or not like this as well. Okay, both the lines again should be parallel. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next stroke that we're talking about is our most important stroke, which is the oval. Okay, let's talk about the oval. Oval, as we all know, oval is something which starts with here, comes down, connects again. Okay, so this is a normal oval that we make. Okay, now let's understand by an arrow. So this is the part that is coming down. Again, will we make a line like this, just a straight parallel line? No. As I said, this is not a smooth transition. We need smooth transition, and for that, what we need to do is we need to go up, make the oval, connect it. Okay, overlap, go a little, come down, again inside, go and overlap, so that you have smooth transition. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear and see it properly? Okay, okay, there are many people who can actually hear and see. That's great. Okay, okay, so maybe you all can check the connections, those who cannot. uh, okay, okay, great. Okay, so we'll continue. So we just spoke about upstroke, downstroke. Let me demonstrate all the stroke for people who are not able to see. And if you all can see now, I'll demonstrate all the basic stroke for now. So we were talking about basic stroke. The first thing that we spoke about is a universal rule. Let me brief everyone about it. Those who missed it, whatever goes up is your thin stroke, whatever goes down is a thick stroke, but you cannot make it with a ball pen, so you have to make it manually, and then you have to color inside it like this. Okay, so this becomes your faux calligraphy. Or faux calligraphy is all about adding color inside. Um, like this. Okay, so that is what your faux calligraphy is all about, this. Okay, then we spoke about our overturn, which is nothing but going up, extending, coming down. Okay, which is this one, and again overlap, come down, and again color inside. Okay, slowly and steadily. Okay, then we spoke about an underturn like this, and then we spoke about our oval. Okay, so you all will be getting the recording of the session for everyone who is having trouble. Don't worry about that. Okay. So I'm just making all the stroke that we missed it. All right. So it is up, down, overturn, underturn, oval. Let's talk about the next one, which is our combination stroke. So I want everyone to write your combination stroke. Okay. And what will we do is combination stroke is a mixture of your overturn plus your underturn. Okay. So your overturn plus underturn makes up your combination stroke. Now, what is the next step, everyone? After making the skeleton, what you have to do? Make the arrows and see. Again, in this stroke, particular stroke, only one line is going down. So that will be a thick line. All right. So let me, again, the next thing to do is to apply the color inside. So what will we do? How will we make the thick line? Will we make it straight parallel? Kindly answer everyone if you are able to see. So we have an interactive session. So will we make a parallel line like this, or what we will do for the combination stroke, which is this? Yes, overlap. Great. Overlap. Yeah, great. So what we'll do is we'll just go inside a bit, come down, again go inside from here, so that we have a, nope, you have to start. Yeah, very good. So we will start and then we'll color inside, so that we have a smooth transition of a stroke like this. So this made a combination stroke. Okay, note down everyone. Now the next one which we will be doing is an ascender and descender loop. Now I want everyone to answer me, what are some of the ascender alphabets? Ascender loop. Do you know any ascender alphabet? H, yes, very good. B, D, H, yes, great. So ascender alphabets are basically all the alphabet that goes above your baseline. Let me just demonstrate that for everyone. Suppose this is the baseline. Okay. Above the baseline, we have one more line. Below the baseline, we have another line. Okay. This line is for the ascender line. You can say that. Okay. Ascender line. And this will be your descender line. Okay. Ascender and descender. F. Yes. Very good. As, F is both ascender and descender. So ascender is everything that goes above. As many people have said B, D, H. So if you see B goes above a line which is going up. H goes above the line, right? So everything that goes above the baseline is our ascender alphabet, which is BH, okay? And it will have a loop here, which is nothing but our stroke, the ascender loop, all right? So let's now make the ascender loop, which is our basic stroke as well, okay? So let me make it on a new page, okay? So ascender loop is nothing but going up, making a loop and coming down. Okay, you can make it in two lines. One, two, three. Sorry, three lines, not two lines. You can make it in three lines. One, two, and three. Okay. Now this is the part that is coming down. Again, the second thing to do is applying weight to that part. Overlap it. Come down. Add color to your part. Okay. Now understand this is a loop. Okay, what people mistake they do, as we discuss about all mistakes that people do in various stroke, in this stroke, particular stroke, what people mistake do is that they make it quite circle and quite fat and loopy, okay, which is wrong. Okay, it is not like a circle, it is a small oval. Okay, calligraphy has a lot of ovals. As I said, ovals is one of the most important stroke because it will be used in lot of alphabets. Okay, so this is something that you all need to study a lot, the ovals. Okay, when I talk about ovals, it is not a circle. Please make sure that whenever you make your ovals, it looks like an oval and a slender one and not like a circle. Okay, and same thing you have to see in the loop of your ascender, which is gonna be a loop like this, and then you're gonna apply your color inside. Okay, the next we are talking about is our descender loop. Okay, so now I want everyone to just let me know all the or some of the descender alphabets you all know. Very good, Gauri. Very good. Amni, yes, very good. P, Q, yeah, great. T is a ascender alphabet, Shivani. It's not a descender. Okay. So let me do this one with a pencil. Very simple tool. Okay, so descend the loop with the pencil, everyone. Descend the loop. Okay, as we spoke about, something that descend is nothing but everything that goes below the baseline. So as many people are saying G, let's make G and you all will understand. So you can see this part of G, how it is going downwards. Okay, so this is nothing but a descender loop. Okay, just avoid this oval, and this part, as you see, the descender loop, everything that goes down is your descender loop. Okay, everything that goes below the baseline is a descender loop. So let's make the first one, which is the descender loop. So I'll again make it in 3 lines going up. Whatever line is going down, again overlap at the bottom, inside, make it thin and go inside. Okay, so that you have a smooth transition, and then color inside nicely. Okay, this is your descender loop. Okay, now I'll make the same one with a brush pen, and let's see how it looks. Can you see the same effect we get with the faux calligraphy and with the brush pen? Okay, all you have to do is and apply the proper weight and transition to have smooth transition like this. Okay, so this is the faux one, this is the brush calligraphy one. Okay, okay, so let's now talk about alphabets, everyone. So okay, first we will be understanding. Now this class is about developing your own style. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is each alphabet I'm gonna like show in different ways you can do, so y'all can understand whether that suits your style and how you can make it into your own calligraphy. Okay, so and also you can try doing various style at home as well. It's not like whatever I'm showing. This class is all about developing different ways of doing it. Okay, so suppose I'm making A. Okay, so I use the Tombow Fudness for writing the J. Okay, if suppose I'm writing A, going up, upstroke plus oval plus the underturn. Okay, now I'm gonna plus everything and make it into A. Let's do it. Up, make oval. Now you're connecting each stroke. Okay, so all this basic stroke, upstroke, oval, what was this? Underturn, right? So all I have combined into making my A. Okay, now again, this is the skeleton. The next step is what? Applying weight. So what we can do is, if again you're having problem, let's make the arrows and see. Again, whatever is going down will be your thick stroke. Let's understand that, and let's make the thick stroke. It's known as Tombow Fudness, everyone. The pen that I used for the brush pen is that. Okay, so now this will be a thick pen, a thick, sorry, thick part. Apply your color inside it. Okay, and again this will be a thick part. Again overlap and go inside. Okay, I'm doing very slow so you all can see how I'm writing each stroke. Do it slowly. Even if you do one letter, it's fine. You can practice later on. This is your A. Okay, let me make it with a brush pen so you all can understand. Okay, so this is with the brush pen, this is with the faux calligraphy. Can you see it entirely looks the same? Only thing is the brush pen is a little thick. That's the only thing. Okay, and this is how you can create a faux effect to your calligraphy. Okay, okay, I'll just pull it up. Okay, the next way to write A. Okay, what I will do is, instead of making it into a circle, I'll just go up and make it into something like this. Okay, and the stroke I'm just taking a little down and going up. Okay, so what I'm doing is I just make it like this and then come down like this. Okay, so then I'll be applying a little thickness on this part, and then I'll be applying thickness a little bit on this part as well. Okay. No, this is not the dual brush pen. This is the Fuse one. Okay, the dual has two tips. This has only one tip. This one. Okay, let me show it clearly. This is the one I'm using. Combo Fuse. If you want to practice a highlighter, yes, highlighter is great for practice. Someone suggested highlighter chisel tips pens are great, but the thing is that it will not give you very smooth effect. It is very sharp. Okay, so that's the only thing. Yeah, so this is the way you do it. Another way to do your A is you can just write it oval, and then I will be shifting the undertone little downwards. You can see I made a little oval. Okay, so now I'll be making it inside and this also. So can you see the difference between all the three A? What I did is I just changed the position of this undertone over here. I made it little below. Okay, this one. What I did over here is I made, instead of an oval, a sharp line over here, a flat line, sorry, here, and made it down and converted it into something like this. This is something like this. Okay. Now again, what will I do is I'll just extend the upstroke a bit like this. Okay, and then I will make this again and I will extend it again. Okay, I'm just extending it. Okay, just have fun with your letters. It's all about that. And then I'll make it again. Okay, now again I'll do the same thing over here and here. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little out of the frame. Yeah, now I think you all can see. This is what I'm talking about. The first we did is the normal one. Next we added a little flat over here. Next we just lifted it a little below. And what I did over here is I extended this and this a bit more. Okay. So this is various ways that I develop my A. Now the again, as I said, the main advantage of developing your style in faux calligraphy is because you're using a pen and pencil, which you have more control over. You can actually make your desired shape quite easily, whatever you want to. Okay, even if you want to lift it a bit up like this, you want to, if you want to make a capital A, and if you want to do something like that, the basic thing is after your skeleton, what you have to do is understand the downstroke, apply the pressure there, and you have your own style of calligraphy by just understanding the shapes, understanding what is going down, what is going up, what goes down is thick, what goes up is thin. And once you understand that, easily you all can create for calligraphy in any of your alphabet. Okay, so we have completed A. Okay, let's do any alphabet you all want me to show. um, let's do B. C you all want me to show. N. Okay, C. Okay, C will be something like that. C is nothing much you all can do. C basically is like this. Apply pressure, come down. Okay. Again, what else you all can do in C is play with the upstroke a bit. And then just like this. That there's nothing much you all can do in C basically because it is a very simple alphabet. And you all can add a little something like this here, but it is a little risky because it might look like E, so you can avoid that. So someone is telling me to do N. Okay, N is in a very fun letter to do. Let's do N. Okay, so upstroke plus you will make a downstroke plus you will make an overturn plus you will make a, sorry, not overturn, you'll make a combined stroke. Okay, let's do that, and also we'll add some let's combine it. Okay, again we have made our skeleton. First step is done. Now let's move on to the next step, which is understanding I'll just divide everything into stepwise so you can understand. Okay, adding the arrows, understand what goes down will be your thick stroke. Okay, so we added arrows here. What we can see here is this stroke is coming down. Apply pressure there. Okay, here you can see this stroke is coming down. How will you apply pressure? Again, go inside, come and then go inside again, apply pressure. This is a simple N which is done. Now it's time to do some variations. Okay, so let's do some variations in our N. Again, what you can do here is add something like that and then come up and do this. Okay, okay, this is just a way of doing it, just experimenting different ways. So, and I'll just apply the thickness wherever the strokes are going downwards and like this. Okay, so this is an N. I just added a little loop in the downstroke. Okay, now let's move on to the next style. What we'll do is we'll just add, what I did is I just shifted the combination stroke, and this is the baseline. Suppose I just shifted it a little below that. Okay, to add a little bounce to my lettering. You can see that you can adding a little bounce to my lettering. So what happened by that? Just by doing it like that, we developed two styles, which is one like this, second is like this. Okay, letter S. Okay. But what else can you do with it? What else we can do is we can just, sorry, we'll make this small, and so I just made this a little small, and by just making that small, it added such a huge effect on your style. Okay, so one thing very important you'll need to understand, that don't change the entire look of the alphabet. Like your alphabet should not look like some other alphabet altogether, and people should actually understand by seeing it that this is N. Okay, like if you can see all the three alphabets that we have written over here in three different style, all of them looks like the small lowercase n. Okay, so you all must not make it look like something else, or it should be easily understandable. Okay, that is the main thing. Okay, the second thing is second alphabet S. Many people are asking me to do S, so let's do S. Okay, so for S, very easy way is just go up. Now S is a little hard to do when you're doing with a brush pen. So doing it and practicing with the ball pen gets much easier. So you can do one like this, or you can even do it like this. Okay. So the first one that we did here is come down from bottom. You will go up again. Okay. After this, you will apply. Okay, and then over here, this one I'll do. Okay, and over here we'll add the thickness. So can you see I just added a loop at the bottom, which makes it look a little more fancy. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll just use another page because many people are not able to see. Okay, so what we did is we first made it like that, add pressure over here. We just made it like this, add your pressure over here. Okay, so this is first, second. What else you all can do in S is, suppose I like to make my S like this. Now it can be a little tough for people who are starting out, but I'm just showing because it looks nice. Next, I like to make it like this and loop here. Okay, so I'll just add my thickness, whatever, wherever it is required. Okay, now here will be, because this is a loop, you all need to again understand this goes up, then we went down like this, right? So you can make an imaginary line over your alphabet, understanding where it goes. If you're having difficulty in remembering what goes down, what goes up, okay, so go up, come down like this. Okay, so this part is coming down. So that makes this part a thick part. Again, I'm going to color inside. Okay. right? So this is my S. Okay. Here also the same thing you can do. Apply pressure, and then so any other way you all can also do your S, and when you do it, you all can tag me so that I can see what you are doing on my Instagram page. Okay. So this is two ways we did it. Another way is you all can even close it. So there are many fun ways you all can do S. This also you all can go up, lift your pen. Remember, wherever possible, you all can lift your pen because it gets easier to understand. Go slow and do it like this. Okay, that's a good question. Where do we have to add the overlap, inside or outside? Okay, so I prefer adding it a little outside. Okay, why? Because adding inside can be a little tricky for some alphabets. Like S, if I add inside, okay, and if I do it, it kind of looks a little different. Instead of that, what you can do is you all can do it outside. Okay, so outside makes it more easier, I guess, but don't make a very big that we're going to talk about after we cover the alphabets. So don't worry about the thick and thin. We'll cover how to add it, where to add it, and everything. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. S is done. Okay, so this is the S that we did. One second. um, Different ways of writing S. So let's do a ascended alphabet now. Let's see an ascended alphabet. Let's do alphabet H. Okay, let's do the H one. H is an ascended alphabet. Okay, which makes it like upstroke plus an ascender loop plus a combination stroke like this. Okay, now I'm gonna combine everything together. Like this. Okay, apply after the skeleton. What you have to do? Apply the pressure wherever needed over here as well. I want now y'all to tell me what variations I can do in H. Like you can type and let me know that you do, like just take it down, take it up, whatever you feel like. Let me know. So we will try something of your suggestions now. Okay, take it down. So you mean to take this down, Sumaya? Sumera? Okay, sorry. Okay, Sumera. So Sumera is saying that taking this down, this part. So let's try that. So what she told me to do is take this a bit down, right? Something like that. Yes, okay, Sumera. So we'll just now try the variation that Sumera has told us. Whatever other than this, if you'll have, then let me know. Because there's one more way you all can do H. So what happened here is added a bounce effect. Oh yeah, Drashti is right. You can down, make it a little down. Okay, let me explain what she means. So this is what is Sumera's version. Now let's see. Drashti just told us that you can make it a bit down. Okay, so let's do that. What she meant by making a bit down is something like this, Drashti. Or even many people make a very free flowing edge like this. You want to do another loop here. I didn't understand. Like, can we do another loop at the bottom of the first line and go up to the combination? I don't know. We can do a loop here actually. So we are doing the Drashti's version, which is this. So let me show that with a brush pen. It gets easier with a brush pen. So she meant to do is this: go up, come down, something like that. The edge. The first bounce edge we did is this: go up, come down, go up. Okay. Yeah, correct. We can have a loop here. Now this can be a little difficult, but when you're doing it in the brush lettering, sorry, when you're doing the faux calligraphy, you all can just make it with a pen and then it gets easier. Okay. What else you all can do is very simple. Instead of the loop, it's not necessary that you'll make all the time. Okay, what you all can do is instead of that, you all can just make a line like this. Okay, avoid the loop. If you feel loop is a problem, avoid the loop. So what we did is first we added the loop, made it a little sharp. This we added a little down. We added a loop here in this. We added a straight line in this over here. In the end of the loop, no. For loops for now, just don't apply pressure and everything. Why is because you're not used to making loops and flourishes, correct? So just avoid that for now. All right. So we'll move on to the next one. What else? G. Okay. So again, I want you all to tell me suggestions. You all are giving some amazing suggestions to me. So the G is made up of G again. Remember, is a descender loop, descender alphabet. You all can keep it in mind. You all can write it somewhere. Descender alphabet. Let's make it up plus oval plus descender loop like this. Okay. So let me now combine it. X, Y, Z. Z. Okay. Again, apply pressure wherever needed. I hope by now you all are understanding where to apply. So I'm not showing the arrows and everything because it's very clear now where it is. So this part I'm applying the pressure. Okay, now let's talk about the variation. Can anyone give me suggestions for the variations of G? Do you all remember one thing we did to the oval of A when we were making A? Can we do the same over here? Add a curve below. Vani is telling us. Okay, let's try upper loop. Add a curve below. Okay. Okay. Okay, someone told us square instead of oval. Yes, very good. So what we did in G, the same thing we'll do. We can make something like this. So this is not an oval, but a loop like a leaf shape. You can assume it. And then you can come down, go up. You can go up like this. Okay. Now, if I apply pressure to these loops, you can see how it looks different than what we have studied in the first. This is the basic one, right? Can you show variations of V? Yeah, I'll show that. Okay. Again, one more thing you all can do is you all can just make a loop like this. Okay. And I'm applying pressure wherever needed. So I'm not applying pressure to all the alphabet because it gets too much work then. So I'll just leave it like this. Okay. I can show you with the brush pen. There's some noise coming, I think, from some, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we are done with this one. And we're done with the basic one. Okay. Okay, and what else we can do is this one, which we did. Okay. F is many people are asking me F, so let's do F. Okay. So F is made up of your up, your this, and your this. Right? So let's add some variation. What we can do here, we can play along with the upstroke. Whenever you feel or you are confused where to apply, just play along with the upstroke a bit. So I'll just apply it here. What we can do is we can just take it inside and go up. Can we do like this? Yeah. So we will just apply pressure. And come down. Okay. Something like that. Now, if you're making it capital, again, this is your capital F. Now, some people make it differently. Maybe you all are used to making it like this. So you all can even make it like that. You all can even add a loop here if you want. And then again, apply pressure wherever needed. Okay. So many people are saying me V, X, V and W. Let's try V a little bit. After V, X, W, we'll move on to connecting alphabets. Okay. So V will be like this, go up, connect it like that. Okay. Again, whatever is going down, you all will be applying pressure there and here. Okay. Now let's make some variations in this. Can we make it like that? Or can we just make this small and then take it up and make a big loop, a little fancy way? Okay. Or can we just make the loop, or can we avoid the loop and just do like this? Right? We can do so many things. Again, see this, apply pressure wherever you know the downstroke are now. By now you all know about it. You will know about it. You will going down and applying pressure. So many people are saying me W. W again. W. This is the basic way of making W. Okay, you all can even write in your normal handwriting. Suppose your normal handwriting W is this. Okay, so leave it and then apply thickness wherever needed, and automatically it will become like a faux calligraphy. So you don't have to remember strokes and everything also at times, and just stick to your normal handwriting. And then what you have to do is apply thickness. Okay, so variations you all can do in W. Can I just make this small? Take this little out and make this like this. Okay, again apply pressure wherever needed. Now capital W and capital V can be a little simple like this. What I like to do in my capitals is whatever my lowercase is, I'll just make it a little big in my capitals. I like doing that. Okay, if you like doing the basic one, you all can stick to that, but I like to just enlarge this into a big capital. So this itself will become a capital alphabet. Okay, because I don't like the normal W which is like this. You can even make your W like this. Sorry, wait, I'll just shift it, and you can add something like this here. Okay, so it becomes like a capital W, but I still prefer this one more. So it depends upon you what you like. Okay, so just remember your alphabet should look like what it is. It should look like a W and not something else. It should be easily readable. Don't add a lot of loops and everything in your alphabet. Avoid doing that. Just one loop is fine. It's more than enough. Okay, it should be easy. It should look nice. That's the end thing. Okay, Z. So many people think Z. Let's do Z as well. Z is a simple way you can do is this. Apply pressure here. One more way you can do is do this and go up. Okay, this is like a capital Z. You'll go down here. Okay, and then here as well. So what variations can I do? Can I make the same variation we did in G, if you all remember? What I did here is I just took it out. Can we do the same with Z? Yes, we can do the same with Z. So it is all about understanding what we did in the previous alphabet. If that loop is getting repeated, just repeat it and do that. So yeah. So I expect everyone to like make your own style of alphabet after this class and just share it with me by tagging me on my Instagram page so I can see, and I'll also share it with everyone. Okay, so this is different way we did it. So now let's move on to connecting some alphabet. Any alphabet you all want me to connect? Two alphabets. So we'll do that. ENS. Okay, let me move in. Can you all see a little better now? So someone is saying me ENS. ENS. Okay. So how to connect? Make your E, make your S. I'm adding a plus sign. Now understand, when you're connecting, this and this stroke will become one stroke in your connection, obviously, because you're connecting it. Okay, like this. Okay, so let's now make it. This stroke, which is the exit stroke of E, is nothing but this part of S now, because we have converted this into one stroke. So now what I have to make of S is only this much part. Okay, so let's just start. Okay, now apply your pressure here and here, and we are done with ENS. What else? O and R. G and A, capital G and A. See, capitals I like to use whenever required. Even if you leave without connecting, it's fine. Okay, so G and A, if I'm doing G plus A, capital G and A, again, this and this will become what? One stroke. Okay, so I'll just make it into that. Okay, and then you'll add the thickness wherever required. Okay, um, okay, so one person is saying O and R. Okay, O and R, let's do O and R. O and R will be going up, making the O. Now this can be a little tricky, everyone. So please see, O and R is very two alphabets which many people find difficult to connect. So this and this will become your one stroke in this. Okay, so how will we make it in this is we'll go up. This part, which is the exit stroke of R, will actually become this part of R. Okay, so this is done. Just assume that this is done in your, and you'll just continue making your R like this. Okay, so you'll go up like that, like that, and like that. Okay, apply pressure wherever you have the downstrokes. Okay, this is for O and R. What else was there? X, F, and E. E is already done over here. Again, F will be like this, plus your E. Understand the connecting stroke, combine it together and make it into F and E will be used while you writing the word like coffee. Okay, so yeah. Apply pressure here as well. Again, F and E is done. Okay. B, O and R. Is there any tip to where to put pressure? F and E. F and E I've done right now. A and M. Okay, let's do A and M. And then we'll move on to writing words. Okay. So A and M will be your A plus your M. This and this will be a connecting stroke in A. Okay. This and this will be a connecting stroke while making A. So let's do that. Go up, apply pressure. Sorry, go down. And then this is done. Assume this is done because we are making this into a one stroke. The stroke that I'm making thick is just stroke of exit stroke of A and entry stroke of M as well. Both combined will form this. Now we have to make this part of M. That's it. Again, apply pressure wherever needed. All right. So yeah, you can apply pressure wherever needed. What else? X and Q. I'll just write X and Q with brush pen so you all can easily understand how to write Q. Q will be going down. You can write your Q like this, or you can even, if you want to have some fancy effect, you can even write it like that. Okay. F and R. F and R will be your F. Okay, F you can also write without the loop. So skip the loop up and you can write it like that. And R. Okay, so this and this becomes one stroke. F and R. You want me to place the paper like this? I think this is better because I'm can you give H and K? H and K I don't think so is used in any alphabet, any word. A and but let's do H and K. Let's do H and K and see. Remember, make your upstroke for every alphabet. Why you need an upstroke for every alphabet? Because connecting it's easier. Because if you write when you have an upstroke. When you skip this, suppose I've skipped this, so you will find it difficult that where to connect it. Okay, so yeah, this is something to make sure. So again, what will I do is I'll go up, lift your pen from here again, you'll make your H and K. B and A, a good one, B and A. Let's do B and A. Let's do B and A. This is one, B plus your A. You can even skip this part of B. I just made it because I like doing like that. Okay, and you'll go down. Okay, you'll then connect your A over here. Something you're writing like B A a bash, birthday bash, something like that. So yeah, you'll write it like this. Okay, so let's mail write words now. So please guys suggest me some nice words, most used words mostly, so y'all can write it quite often. Coffee, coffee and hello. Hello, yeah, hello. Let's do hello. Hello is made a lot. So first we will be writing H. So everyone, you can even write with me the hello plus your E. Remember entry stroke for every alphabet L, entry stroke for L as well, entry stroke for your L as well. So you all don't have to do like this all the time. I'm just showing you for reference for the first one. Okay. So let's now connect. Now let's see, let's just look very carefully how will we do this. So H to E. How will we connect H and E? This and this part will become one. And let's make H plus E. Okay. So this part of H is nothing but this part of E as well. So we'll just make now this of E. Okay, this entry stroke of L is done now. We'll just make the loop of L. Again, the loop of L. Okay, and then you will be making the oval like this. You can leave the O like this, or you can even add the connecting stroke. Now let's add pressure. Now many people ask me where and how to apply pressure. So this is where it will be useful. Try to apply pressure to the right side of every alphabet. Right, mostly. That is the most safest side. And try to do it on every alphabet right side only. It should not be like if this part I'm doing right, this part and do left, this part and no, it should not be like that. If you're making it the thickness on the right side of every stroke, make sure you're doing it for the entire alphabet same. Okay, so when you're writing word, it looks uniform. Uniformity should be seen in your words and it should not look like one is thick and one is not thick like that. Okay. Second thing to always make sure is your thickness of the stroke should be okay. So it should be same like this over here. Here. And here as well. Okay. Now I'll just write a way you all should not write your alphabet. So let's write a small word, and I will make a mistake in this. So you all have to find out what mistake I'm making. Okay.
I think Sharifa, you has lost your internet connection. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I just had a internet problem. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'll make a mistake in this and you'll have to find out. Okay. So all right. So I have written the word you. Now you'll have to find out what mistake I have done in this. Okay. This is the one. Can you thickness on the left? Okay. Different thickness. Yeah, very good. So Mera, that's the correct answer. The thickness, oh, if you can see in this entire, is not uniform. Okay, if I write with a brush pen, you all can understand brush. If you are doing for calligraphy, it should give the effect of brush calligraphy, correct? But what if it is not given, then it is totally wrong. See, I'm writing with a brush calligraphy, and if you can see, brush pen gives thickness uniform because you're applying pressure and gets easier. But here you're doing it manually. So here is a major difference that you will do, and major mistake that people do is applying manually. Thickness can get a little tough than making it with a brush pen. So you'll have to make sure that the thickness is even. Can you see over here when I've written hello and the difference in this? You can see how this looks much better than this one because of the thickness. Okay, so this is one thing I'll have to make sure. For making that happen, you all can try making the thick stroke or fill up like one line or two lines with the thick stroke and try practicing it and see to it all of them are of equal consistency and equal thickness. That is the main important thing. Okay. So first, foremost is all of your alphabet should have the same thickness. Okay. And secondly, applying your thickness towards the right side and keeping it the same throughout and not changing it. Okay. Okay. So now let us do some variations in our for calligraphy. Okay. Let's do some variations. So I have written hello. Let's write hello in some other style. Let's make the edge a little down now. E. Now L, instead of the loop, I'll just write it like this, add a flary loop over here. Okay, and the O, I'll play along with the exit stroke a bit and just extend it a bit more. Okay, so this is all about adding variation. I want you all to take one word and try to write it in different style as you can, as much as you can. Okay, you can make it like this. Again, I'm not applying thickness to the entire word, but I'm just showing you all where the thickness will be. Okay, same thing you all can do by extending this in avoiding the loop maybe. And then you will be taking it up, making it out. Okay. Okay, someone suggested me the word merry. So let's do the word merry. You can do M E R R Y. Again, extending both the sides. Okay, now what will I do? M, I'll change a bit and make it a little more bouncy. Okay. R, now instead of the loop, I'll just make a line. You can even try that. And I'm just making this fun loop at the end of the Y. Okay. So this is how you can just make variation. One alphabet and we have made. And I've shown you all this with M already. So we are just trying the same thing. And this time we'll change the way of writing R a bit, and maybe we can just make Y into a flourish. Okay, so we can do that as well. So yeah, we can do that as well. Let's write one with a brush lettering so you all can understand what I'm talking about. Let's write the last one with the brush lettering and you all can understand what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. So again, different way of doing your faux lettering is one you can do is you all can just instead of adding the shade inside, you all can just leave it like that. Oh, sorry. I'll just do it again. Okay. Okay, I'm not applying shade over here, just for effect. Okay, second way you all can do is we can just apply we'll write the word joy a little big thickness for now. Okay, so now one thing always remember everyone, this is very important. If I'm applying a thickness at one alphabet, make sure you're doing the same to all. So apply thickness all over. Okay, now instead of writing or making the shade, what we can do is we can add lines inside. So it doesn't have to be always coloring it. Okay, faux calligraphy is all about having fun with your letters. You can do this. Okay, one more way you all can do is you all can just add your H A. Okay, this is one of my favorite ways to do it. Apply thickness. Now instead of coloring with the black one, I'll color with a different color. So you have like an outline of black, but inside it's red. Okay, so you all can do this to the entire word and you all can have a for effect like this. Okay, this is one of my favorite. Okay, so guys, I hope you all enjoyed the session. We have discussed a lot of different things. I will be now taking the questions. Okay, let me see. Okay, so while, yeah, I'll answer this question. So, are there any rules or important points to remember while making the loops? Yes, you'll have to make it oval. Don't make it circle. Okay, this is very important. Can you please letter G? It's pretty hard. I've already done. Where do we have to make the second overlap, inside or outside? Make it on the right side always. Okay, make it on the right side always, and overlap your loops so that the transition is smooth. Okay, but try to make the thickness on the right side of each stroke. Understand that? Yes. Also have to make worksheets at home, and what is the size ratio for baseline? So it will be 2 centimeter for each. Two, 2 centimeter. If you're using like you can make 1 centimeter as well if you're using a fine liner. So 1 centimeter, one like this, and then you can write it easily. Or you can use a line ruled book. That gets very easier instead of doing it on a plain paper. Okay. What should tip size? You all need practice for brush pen. You all can even purchase a workbook from me. I have a brush lettering workbook, so you all can practice, trace things on it, and you're good to go. So you all can DM me about it on my Instagram page, and I'll let you all know about it. Okay? Thank you. Yes, Camlin's is a bit flexible for beginners. I won't recommend it. You all can try Agile instead of Camlin's. Okay. Yes. So
Great. I think we are good to go now. And Sharifa, I want to tell
yeah.
you that that was an amazing demonstration from your side. It was really awesome to
Thank
see
you.
how you created all those alphabets and words. And I would like to definitely try this sometime.
Thank
Looked
you.
quite easy, but not sure like how easy it would be if you would do this in real. So
It
also
was.
it is great to
Yeah.
see the
It just needs
audience love
practice.
this too. Yes, yes. And definitely if you can
Thank you so
practice
much,
this,
everyone.
great. And I can see that the audience loved this session. And if you guys wants us to organize the second part of this workshop with Sharifa only, please tell us in the feedback link that we shared it with you. And
Yes.
this brings us to the end of this wonderful session with Sharifa. This was indeed a value-packed session. Although there is a lot more that we could have discussed, unfortunately, we are limited by time here. I hope you guys loved this
Yeah.
session. Once again, I would like to thank you, Sharifa, for taking out time to be part of this event.
Thank you. It's so glad to be a part of the design wheel, and they all were amazing in hosting. It was very professional. Thank you everyone who came up and were very enthusiastic throughout the session. I'm looking forward for your work. So please tag us when you make it on our Instagram page. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
All right, guys, this is not where it ends. We have a lot more events lined up for you in coming days. The next event is social media strategy, turning fans into customers and customers into super fans. So if you guys have not registered, please do register. Go on the link www.designhill.com/events. And to stay updated with events like these, you can follow us on our LinkedIn page, and to watch this session and other such wonderful events, subscribe to our events section on designhill.com/events or visit our official YouTube channel, Designhill. And for all the designers and artists who are listening to this and wish to be a part of thriving design community, visit designhill.com. Also, we are soon be launching some cool design challenges which are worth $500. Any designer and non-designer can be a part of it and create some awesome designs using our DIY design tool called Designhill Studio. Visit designhill.com/studio and check more about this. On that note, I would like to say bye to everyone who joined us here today. Take care, guys, and stay safe.
Bye everyone. Bye.